So we're at Guildhall and I'm joined by Eoin from Drenge. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. We had a long drive down this morning from Sheffield where I woke up and I played FIFA. I watched the final episode of the original UK series of House of Cards, which was really good. Listened to Father John Misty and Black Sabbath. I had a really bad chicken samosa from a BP garage and some even worse crisps that I threw away. It's the first time I've thrown away crisps probably ever in my life. Yeah.
But Sheffield last night, was that good? That's a local gig really, isn't it?
Yeah, me and Rory and Rob, we all live in Sheffield, so yeah, it was homecoming.
So how has the tour with Wolf Alice gone so far? Very good?
Yeah, it's you know, it's been really professional actually. I was expecting like more mayhem, but they seem like, you know, they seem to know how to get like their full hours sleep every night and stuff. I feel like maybe I need a few more hours sleep each night. But.
So when you guys are on stage, because you were the only band I've ever seen where there's been a mosh pit to a sound check.
When was that?
That was at Reading in 2014.
There was a mosh pit at the sound check.
To the sound check.
Wow.
It was
I
crazy.
I wasn't there.
No, you wasn't there. But when you guys are on stage and you look down and you see the whole crowd like absolutely going crazy, what does that feel? What does it look like from above?
It looks like a kind of if you get like a microscope in a petri dish and like look at all this bacteria like moving around. It's really scientific and like there's a lot of studies on like kind of pressure changes and fluctuations in like mass human movement, which like people are doing studies on and stuff. Anyway, that's boring. But it looks really cool. I guess what I'm thinking when I'm looking at this, like I really hope no one's getting hurt, and I become like, and there've been times where I'm like everyone chill out just before like we're about to go into like another super heavy song or something, and yeah, I don't know. Wish we had a few more like songs that we could just throw in there and go like, everyone just like peace and love, peace and love.
So the Woods is the latest single, and obviously that's another one where the crowd absolutely love. It's one of my favourite tracks off of Undertow. Again, were you pleased with the single? Is that the one you wanted to be released next? Is it kind of the natural selection to it?
I guess I don't know what singles like really do anymore or stuff. I don't know. It's not really kind of our decision at the end of the day. The record label said, you know, you've had like a fast one with like we can do what we want. You've had like an anthemic one that's kind of loud and poppy with Running Wild. And then I guess this is the kind of more melodic one that will pick up any kind of, you know, stragglers that might like Drenge.
So, I mean, you guys are a duo and you have literally a cult following at the minute. And there have been other duos, Royal Blood, Slaves, they're bringing coming the way through. Is there anything you think that's behind the rise of the duo in kind of recent years?
I don't know, when we started playing shows in Sheffield, I could count about 20 bands that were duos in Sheffield. It wasn't like a scene so much, it was just like the bars that we were playing were too small to kind of house anything more than a drum kit and an amplifier. And not that like, because when we started playing shows, no one ever got paid in our city, and you would turn up and you might get like a free beer at the bar, and that was like your payment for your show that evening, which like it never bothered us. We were never like in it for the money or anything. But there's this kind of like, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's the same now, but like it's like recession friendly, especially if you want to make a career out of like being in a band. The less people there are in a band, the more money there is going around. Not that like me and Rory are loaded by like we're just not, but it's more to do with just like being able to make it. And like there's like Sleaford Mods, they're a two-piece band. If you reduce the amount of people in a band to like two, where it's not like a solo project, you can still make like a lot of noise as two people. Then
so
it kind of works.
Rory is your brother. He's not here, so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
What is it like being in a band with your brother? Are there arguments?
Yeah, but he's also just like the coolest person I know. So like, I don't know. I always feel like incredibly honoured to be in the same room as him, and he's like strikingly talented drummer, and it's amazing to have like someone that talented in my band, regardless of like him being related to me or not.
So when did you guys first pick up your instruments?
Like, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago.
Oh. And when your parents come to your gigs, what do they come to your gigs?
Yeah, they came to our show in Sheffield last night.
Did they?
Yeah.
So what is their reaction to seeing both of you on stage kind of together, just tearing it up?
Like immense pride, I guess. Like speaking on their, I don't know. Maybe it's not immense pride. I mean, like, it's always nice, like, to have them come up after a show and say like how much they enjoyed it. And I got a text off my dad this morning where he said, he'd like, what was strange about this text was like he was comparing it to our recorded output. So like there's like a bit of the song where I stopped singing. He went, "You didn't sing on that bit," and felt like the songs were more psychedelic tonight. And then he said there was a bit where you had like more of an instrumental section of the song.
Full depth analysis.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like, it's nice because like our dad's really musical, and it's really nice that to know that he's interested in, and he wants to have like a discussion about that. Yeah.
And finally, Tom Watson, Labour MP, when he resigned from the Shadow Cabinet a couple of years ago, said to check you out.
Yeah.
Did you ever actually get to meet Tom Watson?
I've never met him.
You've never met him?
No, but I think he's a really sound guy. I'm really glad that he got in as like deputy leader of the Labour Party. But yeah, sound guy. Much rather like have him than most other politicians recommend our band. Seems like genuinely into like new music and stuff. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I hope everything goes well tonight and with the rest of the tour, Wolf Alice. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.